Hey guys! So today I'm going to talk about a dupe that I found for Glossier's Boy Brow. It's a pretty infamous product. A lot of people love it, including myself. But I did just recently move out of the country, so I can no longer easily get this. So I've been trying to find a good replacement until I can get my hands on a couple more of these. And I have managed to find one. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So before I get to the dupe that I found, I just wanted to I have two honorable mentions. First one is Essence Make Me Brow, and the second is the Rimmel Brow This Way. They both were very similar in formulation. They are both extremely cheap. I think they're both under $5 and pretty easily accessible, at least in the US, in store. I would say this Essence one, which is the #1 result for asking people what they thought a dupe for Boy Brow was. It's extremely similar in the size of the wand, formulation of course. The only problem was neither of them had hold. I think both of these would be really, really great for sparse brows. They both apply color very evenly. The Rimmel's brush is a little thick, so if you have really tiny brows, I'd go for the Essence, but otherwise they really are very similar and would be amazing drugstore dupes for sparse brows. That being said, if you have bushy brows like me and you need wax to hold them down, a great dupe that I have found is the Innisfree Skinny Brow Mascara. I'm currently living in Korea, so this is obviously super easy to get, but you can get this online at maybe a couple dollars more, but it's still at least half the price of Boy Brows, so it's still worth it. They have the largest range of all the ones I've mentioned here today. I still think it's only like 5 or 6 colors, but I think they have like a redhead and like an ashy version, so they're trying. Korea's not really known for their wide range of colors in any cosmetics products, so this is pretty impressive for Korea. I'm actually wearing it today with a little pencil as well. This is #2, which is the darkest color, even though the numbers like don't really make any sense. So really, if you're buying it online, look at some swatches before you buy. The color is shown here. It's not super accurate, honestly, in my opinion. I was able to swatch them in store, and this is darker than it looks, which is what I wanted. This top here is just the wand. This is the actual product, so it is about the same amount as Glossier, but half the price. So I actually feel like that's a little bit more worth it. The first thing I was looking for in a Glossier dupe was wand size. That's a really big selling point for Glossier. Their wand is really, really tiny. Now this one isn't quite as short, but it is so skinny. Hopefully I can get it to focus on the camera. You're so easily able to get into the little patchy, if you have little patchy parts of your eyebrow like me, that you just want to fill in a little bit extra, but you don't want to put a ton of product, this is perfect for it. The color spreads around really easily, just like Boy Brow. And I usually kind of do a once over my whole eyebrow and then fill in the little spots. Usually at the front of my eyebrow is where I need a little filling in. It doesn't dry down really quickly too, so if you add a little bit too much or kind of get some hairs that you didn't really mean to, you can easily wipe away with your finger or a Q-tip. And then the next thing I was looking for was honestly color and spreadability, which I already said worked really, really well. That honestly wasn't that hard to find. A lot of brow products, including the ones I mentioned earlier, had great spreadability. And the third thing that I was looking for, and was the hardest thing to find, was of course the hold. As I mentioned before, this is the only one I found that has the hold that Glossier does. This should be applied with a very light hand. It is very waxy, but because of the tiny brush, I think it would still be great for people with sparse brows. You really just need a few swipes and you're good to go. I would just suggest experimenting with it. Maybe first time you wear it, maybe wear it on a day you're not really doing a whole lot or not going to work, just so you can try it out. The first day I used it, I put on way too much and my eyebrows didn't move, but they also looked like they were made of plastic. So I do believe it's worth trying out though if you're like me and you either don't have easy access to Glossier or you're not super excited about paying. The $16, not including shipping to get it. So yeah, that's my video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I did want to mention that despite the fact that I'm doing a dupe video, I am actually a Glossier rep. So if you really, really just want to buy that Glossier Boy Brow, you're not really interested in dupes, you want to see what all the fuss is about, you can go to my link here. I'll also put it down below so you can copy paste it. Through my link, you can see what some of my favorite products are, and you can also have access to 20% off, so you can get a little bit off of the expensive price of Boy Brow. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. You can also follow me here on Instagram. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.